Talk Time with Reid Moriarty.
I have some questions for you. You are Julie Eaton. How long is lobster season?
Well, here in Maine, we don't have a specific season. We don't have a regimented season. So it starts when the water starts to warm up for me because I'm an inshore fisherman. And then when the water starts getting cold, usually November, December, the lobsters will stop trapping, stop eating, and I know it's time to take my gear up.
All right. What do you do during the off season, Julie?
Well, I have always told, my husband is also a fisherman and he runs a boat.
He runs a boat?
He does. And when I'm asked that question, I've heard you have a sense of humor.
Of course.
So in the past, when I've been asked that question, I always tell people that I stay home because I hardly see my husband when we're fishing
of
and
course.
have sex. Nothing
right.
but sex. But in fact, I actually do some cooking and try to take good care of my husband.
Of course.
And then the sex is done and we start fishing.
What's the name of your boat?
My boat is named Cat for our kitties. Sass, like a child that's melting.
Sass?
My boat is the Cat Sass.
That's awesome. What's your husband's boat?
My husband's boat is the Kimberly Belle, named after two of our granddaughters.
Of course. So how did lobster become a delicacy? Mm-hmm.
I honestly don't know the answer to that question, but I can tell you that back in the day, lobsters were fed to poor people and prisoners, and lobsters weren't what they are now.
All right. So, Julie, do you have a favorite lobster recipe?
I would have to say I like hot boiled lobster with butter.
Of course.
Plain and simple, straight up, not messed with, no sauces, no vegetables, although they say they're good for you. I'm not sure about those vegetables. I think too much healthy eating's not good for you at all.
Of course. So, how has lobstering changed in your lifetime, Julie?
Well, when I first started fishing, there was no trap limit. So some of the guys, the big fishermen, could have as many traps as they could handle. Now, in Maine, we have an 800 trap limit. And a lot of the fishermen that fish like I do, fish inshore, we may have 800 trap tags, but don't fish the full complement of 800 traps. My husband, for example, fishes 400. We just came in and we hauled 225. All singles, meaning one trap on a line.
What does each trap weigh?
Well, it depends on how weighted they are, but I'm guessing that my traps probably weigh 75 pounds.
So, Julie, have lobster traps changed much with technology?
Yes, they have. When I first started fishing, our traps were wooden. Everybody made them out of, and you would mill your own wood and your own, bows from trees, and they were all made out of wood. Now they're metal, vinyl coated metal traps.
All right. So, Julie, do you listen to music when you're pulling traps?
Sometimes I listen to old rock and roll or a little country, but I never listen to elevator music.
Elevator music? What's that, Julie?
That's like classical music, I think.
Classical music? I love classical music.
Do you?
I think I do. So, Julie, if you weren't a lobster woman, what do you think you'd be doing?
I would be a high fashion model.
Of course, Julie.
Look at those.
See your heels, Julie. They're awesome.
What stylish boots, huh? I could walk the runway in my boots.
Of course. So, last question. What would you say is the best kept secret in Maine, Julie?
I think probably Stonington.
You're in Stonington now.
Yeah, I think Stonington's a pretty
I like
good
Stonington
kept
too.
secret. Stonington is like stepping back in time 50 years.
Of course.
You know, it's a real authentic fishing community. We're not only a lobstering community, but we're the biggest lobster landing community in Maine and in the country. And I
That's
think that's
awesome.
probably the best kept secret. Our
All
little
right.
island community is a country leader in landing lobsters.
Julie, is there anything you'd like to ask me?
Yes, there is.
Of course.
Do you have a girlfriend?
A sister named Allie Moriarty.
Really? Yeah, because I'm wondering if you might like to be my boyfriend.
I would love to be your boyfriend, Julie.
I could be your girlfriend.
You could be a girlfriend to me.
I could.
I like to catch lobster in boats with traps.
Adorable. I think you are just awesome. Reid, I am so happy to meet you.
Thank you very much.
You have
It was nice talking to you.
You know, I've been interviewed by a lot of people for a lot of different reasons. Being a female lobsterboat captain, fighting this right whale thing that we're dealing with now. I've been interviewed by a lot of TV stations, radio stations, newspapers. And I have to tell you, Reid, that this has been the best interview of my entire life.
High five.
Spot on, kid.
Thank you.
Talk time with Reid Moriarty.